I don't know if that Zach Wilson's the guy still. I mean, I said I didn't care if he didn't start another game for the Jets because I saw the way that Mike White was playing, and I saw the way that Mike White was resonating in the locker room and amongst the fan base, and I said something that sounded very harsh. It did not mean that I never wanted to see him again. I just said if circumstances worked out where I didn't see him start another game for the Jets, I'm fine with it. Mm-hmm. That's what I said. And then I saw him start another game for the Jets yesterday because Mike White was broken in half in Buffalo, New York. Matt Milano sawed him in half like he was, a magician on the stage. Hey, here we go. Here's a saw. Oh, there's 2 pieces of Mike White.
Like David Copperfield.
And then Mike White practice made me think he was going, and then all of a sudden, right before I came on, Soo's sitting in with you guys on Friday. News comes out. Doctors couldn't or wouldn't clear him. So Zach goes out there. And if Zach Wilson's reset was going to work, here's what I needed to see. I needed to see him make the layup throws with the same vim and vigor and intensity and desire as he seems to approach him making the wow, eye-popping throws. Maybe, just maybe, the eye-popping throws came so easily in college, and then in his pro day when he made it and the whole world was talking about it, to the point where the Jets loved him so much that the Niners didn't even bother calling them to see if they would trade the 2nd overall pick to them. They didn't even bother knocking on the Jets' door, And maybe he just fell so deeply in love with it. And he made some of them yesterday. I'm telling you, that 3rd down throw that he had to make on 3rd and forever because he took a sack on the first snap after the Jets let a 51-yard play hit for pay dirt on a tight end that I don't even know if 16-team fantasies leagues have Brock Wright on it. I mean, seriously, when Brock Wright scored that 51-yard touchdown on 4th and inches, I was like, wait a minute. Where's the Jets defense? Wait a minute. Is someone going to get him? Wait a minute. He scored. Wait a minute. Who's Brock Wright? With all due respect to Brock Wright.
Who this?
But he's one of the many Lions who are getting their opportunity because Dan Campbell is selling what they're all buying. And Hawkinson out, Brock Wright in. Okay, Brock, it's your time. Honestly, I thought once Brock Wright was done, what his name sounded, I thought he was going to go run to the producer to get his tapes back. But it wound up being an MP, my problem, because he gave the Lions the lead, and Zach takes a sack right away. I thought they got 3 timeouts left, didn't call one. That one I didn't understand. And I guess they wanted to save the timeouts because if they needed to give the ball back after that sack, they would have to use those timeouts to get the ball back. I don't know. They just let the clock roll. And then on 3rd and forever, let me make sure I get this accurate. I have it opened up right in front of me right here. On 3rd and 19 from their 16, Zach buys time, and he found Garrett Wilson for 1st down across the field. And he's just like, okay. I'm glad he's got that ability in him because the game's still going. And then he threw incomplete. He made a 1st down throw. And now suddenly they're right at midfield, still not taking any timeouts. And an incomplete pass stops the clock and then takes another sack. And that's when the Jets burn their 1st timeout. Now, there's only 19 seconds left, throws incomplete pass, and all they got to do left is kick a 58-yard field goal, which Greg Zuerlein missed. And so the Jets lose a home game to Detroit. Now, I know that sounds disrespectful because Detroit is playing some terrific football, but this is a game you've got to win. You got to win it. You got to win it because you're out of the playoff picture right now in the dreaded in the hunt column, or sniffing it as we've been calling for a long time on this program.
Long time.
That the Patriots are sitting there and you don't have the tiebreak against them. They swept you, which led to the Mike White era in the first place. You know it. You got to win it. You got to have it. And instead, Zach doesn't put enough points on the board. He misses a lot of the layups. He made some nice throws to keep him in the game when they we're desperate, and I don't know what Robert Saleh, my guy, those two timeouts. I don't know what he's doing with them today. So now you're 7-7, and at least your next game is not against a red hot team. A red hot team that hasn't been red hot in a long time. And at least that team isn't quarterbacked by the guy that the entire fan base spent 2 years ago, all season long, pining for, begging for your team to just lose them all. And instead, your team went ahead and won 2 insignificant games, causing you to change your coaching staff and draft Zach Wilson instead of this guy. And at least that guy's not coming in playing elite football. Wait a minute. I'm being told the Jets' next game is against Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And at least that game's not on national television, and Mike White should be back in time to start it. Wait, I'm being told it is on national television, and it's Thursday, and it looks like Mike White won't be back for it. So Zach Wilson looks like he's going to get another shot, get in there, and this is definitely going to be it. This is definitely it. And here's the it. Are you the it guy or not? And the it guy needs to show up in the form of, to use the phrase of Robert Saleh from last year, the most boring guy ever. Make your layups. They are there. Make them. I want to see 15 to 20 layups. 15 to 20. That's it. Get your rhythm and then playoff schedule if you'd like. Because this is going to really mess with his head. I mean, Dan Orlovsky's putting out videos like his head's being, like he's not himself. He's not thinking. He's not throwing it like he should. I mean, what's going to get in his head more, do you think, than Trevor Lawrence coming in front of national television audience and everybody's wondering, are you the it guy? Are you the guy or not? And trust me, I would love for him to be the guy. Would I love for the Jets to have that second overall pick from last year cash in? Yeah, sure would. But you could see Mike White runs it better. Mike White handles the pressure better. Well, nobody helped him yesterday, though. The run game was gone. You got to tip the cap to the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never said these words before, but sneaking Brock Wright out where nobody's covering. What a call. And they've won 6 out of 7, and they're 7-7, and they look great at 7-7, and the Jets are 7-7, and you're wondering how that happened. And I will not go down the road of it's Jets being Jets. There's too many guys on that field who don't know that history and are absolutely well-equipped to get that the hell out of the national lexicon. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.